Hi, welcome to part 4 of our Parent, Caregiver, and Trusted Adults YouTube video series. My name is Raman and I'm the Prevention and Health Promotion Worker with PCRS in the Surrey region. Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge that we're on the unceded ancestral and traditional territories of the Coast Salish people. In today's video, we are going to be talking about physical well-being and its impact on our mental health. Normally, I would have an in-person presentation with our youth to have them reflect on what they are excelling in their own well-being and which areas they could improve in. But for today, we will be connecting through video along with our caregivers and learning more about this topic. For starters, what is physical well-being? So physical well-being is the ability to maintain a healthy quality of life that allows us to get the most out of our daily activities without undue fatigue or physical stress. For our youth, physical well-being is about being safe, sheltered, and in good health. It is also closely connected to mental well-being. If our youth can maintain a good physical health, they can experience better mental and emotional well-being. On the other hand, mental stress and anxiety can put stress on internal organs, increase blood pressure, decrease immune function, and upset chemical balances. However, there are some simple ways for your youth to tackle and maintain a better mental and emotional well-being. Although not limited to these, I recommend contacting your youth's school to find out more info on snack programs they may offer. Some schools offer fruits and vegetable programs so that youth may try different kinds of each throughout the school year. It is also essential for your youth to have accessibility to water for their growing bodies, as it is for all of us. As the primary caregivers, encouraging your youth to stay active and promote movement throughout the day is also important. Things like maintaining a good level of personal hygiene, as well as disease prevention, are also key. This would mean knowing how to wash our hands, sanitize surfaces frequently, and other disease prevention rules. The benefits and resources available create an opportunity for our youth to excel physically and mentally. When referring to mental well-being, it is about your thoughts and feelings and how you cope with the ups and downs of everyday life. For your youth to feel mentally well, it's important for you to have these conversations around how to live a full and creative life, how to deal with life's inevitable changes, and to handle different responsibilities. Also, it's important being aware and accepting our feelings and emotions. Having these conversations is key to having our youth feel mentally well. Mental well-being is not the same thing as mental health. Although the two can influence each other, long periods of low mental well-being can lead to the development of diagnosable mental health conditions, such as anxiety or depression. So times where your youth are complaining maybe about their head hurting or not getting a decent night's rest, these are some telltale signs of potentially anxiety or depression. Although not always the case, it's important to make sure our youth are feeling healthy, and if not, to find out why. If your youth is living with a mental health condition, they may experience low mental well-being more often, but there will also be long periods where they will be able to maintain a good mental well-being. An example of this could be the control they have over an exam. When your youth expresses they have an upcoming exam, it's important for them to understand and for you to help them understand that time management is key. When they have a lot of things going on, it's important to slow down and spend time on what matters most. Things like prioritizing and creating lists will help with this. As the primary caregiver, it's also important for a positive self-talk. Sometimes our youth do not have this positive self-talk, and it's up to us to try and start this within them. Often they feel stressed and cannot deal and cannot wait until something is over. This would mean they have some dreadful feelings towards something. In this case, like an exam, let's replace those negative feelings with, I know I can do it, or I'm strong enough to deal with the situation. These will empower your youth. Let's look at some beneficial points for our youth's physical health. There's plenty of information online and in books about how to achieve good health. It is essentially about attenuating the positive good habits and eliminating the negative bad ones. For this reason, it is best to teach children good habits right from the start. These habits will fall into a holistic system of physical health and can include a balanced, healthy diet, in particular, reduced sugar and other toxic additives, also by eating less processed food. Try to cook fresh and find local ingredients for your youth and yourself. If it is in your family's budget, try to maximize good things like organic produce, or you can look at other options like fresh fruit, vegetables. It's also nice to have your youth help you with grocery shopping because they learn how it is best to choose which produce as well as pricing. Finally, a fun thing that you can connect with your youth on is cooking in the kitchen together. Not only will they know what they're eating, but it will motivate them to choose healthier. Another key point to our physical health would be regular exercise. Getting adequate hydration, sunlight and fresh air, and also getting sufficient rest. A positive body point, and when referring to this, it's not about weight or size, it's about our healthy relationship that we have with our own bodies. Instilling this in our youth is key for their self-esteem, as well as how they feel overall. And finally, getting a good sleep. Good mental well-being is not the absence of negative thoughts and feelings. We all face difficult and challenging situations that can cause us to feel angry, sad, overwhelmed, and everything in between. Instead, it's about helping your youth to be able to understand and manage all those feelings. Being able to understand and manage their feelings will help them feel confident, manage when things change, build and maintain positive relationships, cope with normal stresses of day-to-day life. Now, let's look at 3 physical factors that can impact your youth's mental well-being. Most of the time, we, along with our youth, tend to concentrate only on the body, focusing on our physical health. While this is important, it's not the only component of well-being we should be improving. To achieve lasting health, we need youth to understand the importance of the body, mind, and soul or spirit, and how they work together to build their overall well-being. A healthy body keeps one well and active. A healthy mind keeps one focused and engaged. And a healthy soul or spirit keeps one fulfilled and content. Focusing on these areas won't only improve your own health and well-being in the process, but it will also have your youth become a better leader in their own lives. This can result in things like higher productivity, reduced conflict among family and peers, decreased absence from school, improved motivation, as well as increased engagement, and more. These are only some of the benefits of having youth better understand about their mental well-being. We all go through tough times as adults. We would know this better than anyone else. We can help youth go through them and learn from each curveball that is thrown their way through friendly conversations and finding key ways for you to connect with them. There are many ways to support somebody you care about, and when it comes to our youth, we of course want to be doing the best for them. Some key factors to be able to support our youth would include listening to your youth without making judgments, asking them what would help, reassuring them when they don't feel well, avoiding confrontation, and encouraging them to seek help. Overall, it's important for us to listen to our youth and not just tell them what to do. This will help them have a voice and help us understand what exactly may be going on without making any assumptions. Let's go through a few ways that we can help support our youth to lead healthier lives. For starters, let's try and lead by example. What this would mean is all of the things I'm going to be listing now would mean that we as adults also follow them. So our youth see that we are following the best practices as well. Things like eating well, getting active. Some examples I would have would be to walk the kids to school or take the stairs, go for walks in the evening with your youth. This would be a great way to connect with them as well. Getting a good night's rest. As adults, we don't sometimes get the best night's rest. It could be reduced hours, or we could have natural stress causing us to sleep less. It's important to try and maintain a good night's rest and show our youth that we will benefit a lot more if we are well rested. And also, paying attention to the present moment and being mindful. What this would mean is many times we find ourselves caught on our phones or caught in the hustle and bustle of every day. It's nice to show our youth, especially when we are spending time directly with them, that we are present and connecting with who is in front of us. Thank you for tuning in. I've included some of my contact information should you have any questions or comments to add. You have my email, my phone number, my Facebook, as well as my Instagram. So thank you everyone for joining me today and learning more about our physical well-being as well as how it impacts our mental health. I would like to encourage you all to share this video with those you may feel would benefit from it, as well as like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can follow other videos we have for our parents, caregivers, as well as trusted adults alike. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye.